Welcome Libra and Libra cross watchers to your mini reading for this week. Whoops. All right. So hope you guys have had a great weekend. We have the Mother or Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You guys got a few cards, so I will try to keep this as a mini, but we'll see what we can do. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Empress, the Moon, Three of Wands reversed, and the Two of Cups upright. So just give me a minute here, Libra. Also, of course, this is on Infinity Tarot. I keep seeing my readings on other channels, so just thought I'd throw that out there. Libra, I feel like somebody is judging you really harshly. It's almost like this person is looking at you like you didn't live up to their expectations, but it kind of feels like this person, it's almost like they painted a picture of you in their mind, but it's almost like it was, one of those, they want their life to be a romantic comedy type deal, right? And I feel like to a certain extent, this person, it's almost like you may notice that you feel a bit differently about yourself, right? Because it's one thing for people to kind of like fantasize about being with another person, right? Because they're catching all these feelings and that sort of thing. But I feel like this person, it's almost like they want you to feel bad about yourself. And I feel like they just start dropping in these little tidbits. It's like they have these either like veiled comments, or it's almost like they just are kind of like quietly chipping away at your self-esteem or your looks or your this or your that, right? It's like anything wrong or any hair out of place, any this, any that, this person gets this like haughty, I'm a little indignant for you. They get this like air of superiority. You know what I mean? You know what it actually feels like, or what my own personal kind of take on it is when people are constantly kind of picking other people apart. It's actually like it's insecurity, right? When someone is insecure about themselves, the person they're with, it's like that's their, I want to say like that's their identity, that's their self-worth, that's their whatever. And I feel like this person is doing it to control you. They seem to feel that whatever void, whatever hole in their soul that they're trying to fill will somehow be filled by feeling that they have control over your emotional state, right? So it's like, let's say you guys are going out for dinner, you're going out, I don't know where people go nowadays, but you're going out on a date, right? And I just embarrassed myself by saying that. That's the only reason I was laughing. So you guys are going out on a date, and, you guys usually take very good care of yourselves, and you look good when you go out, right? And you do look good. But this person, it's like they notice certain things about you when you get in the car that they don't even say anything about until they get to where you guys are going. So it's almost like they'll lean over and be like, oh, did you see that so-and-so was looking at those shoes? I don't think that strap is done up right. Or it's almost like they'll try to make you think that other people are judging you about this small, stupid little crap, right? But it's more because they want you to think that people are looking at you because you're not good enough, so they can feel like some sort of savior for you. I'm sorry this is kind of an involved reading for a mini. It's just what's here. I feel like this person seems to get some sort of weird, almost want to say, it's almost like they feel good about themselves by being able to tear you down, make you dependent on them, and then act like they're the one that built you up. They're the ones that get to take credit for something that you are or that you've done. For those of you that that's resonating with, I feel like I don't need to go into further detail about whatever they're trying to take credit for. I think I think it's just devastating to hear. And I'm sorry if it's coming out that I'm not compassionate, because I am. It just feels like it's a message that needs to come out. I don't know how else. I'm trying to make it I don't know, I guess I'm trying to soften the blow because this person is acting like they're on your team. Meanwhile, it's like, for example, let's say you're walking up to a stage to get an award, right? It's graduation season for a lot of like schools in where I am, and it's almost like somebody who's really on your team would see you kind of like take a misstep, recover on your way up across the stage to accept your award or your certificate or whatever it is that you're getting. And it's like somebody who's really on your team, who's excited that you won, who's excited that you were successful. They would be like hooting and hollering the most when you get up there and you're posing for the picture and you're taking your thing, right? This person is the one that's going to like mentally catalog, oh, she stepped up there. Oh, she didn't grab the person's hand properly there. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that. Or my apologies. You could be a different gender, right? And so it's like this person is looking at every little thing that you do wrong, and they're not going to come at you and say something like, oh, I saw you did this, or oh, I saw you did that, right? I feel like this person is more the kind of one that's going to be like, oh, when you tripped on the stairs, did you see what so and so did? Did you see this person laugh? Did you see that? Did you see this? Right? So it's like they're able to kind of make you really self-conscious without them actively being the bad guy. So, I am trying to keep these at minis. I think I might just pull one card for some advice. Then can we get some advice? So we have the Three of Wands here, Four of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So 1 second here. Sorry, someone's in the kitchen. I'm just going to close my door here. Sorry about that, guys. My one of my kids is homesick today. So, I feel like the advice here, this might not be, what everybody wants to hear, but I feel like the advice here is to realize what's going on. And it's like, and if you need time to, it's almost like if you need to take time to see through the BS this person has been kind of trying to control you with, then do that. It's almost like don't rush into that decision. I feel like leaving this kind of toxic energy behind, whether, however you choose to deal with that, it doesn't mean, you leave this person behind or you do this or you don't, right? It's just however you choose to deal with this, it does feel like it's going to be sad. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you about that. But I feel like it's going to be a lot easier if you give yourself time to really see what they're doing. Right? It does feel like it's going to be very disheartening to be like, oh, I really thought this person was on my team. Or like, oh, I really thought they were happy for me. And I feel like giving yourself that time, it's almost like it's going to give this person, I want to say like a false sense of security. I feel like it's going to make this person almost kind of be under the impression that they've been successful. And it's like, it's almost like, and when you kind of exit the situation or you walk away in whatever capacity you do, it's almost like they're going to think they've had a permanent effect on you, but they haven't, right? It's like they haven't permanently affected you. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that, Libra. So the cards were saying that this person seems to think that they have some sort of victory over you here, but it's pretty clear to me that they don't. They seem to think that they can manipulate you into, being dependent upon and loving them, and they're not going to get what they want. For some reason, it feels like this person is going to walk away from this feeling like they've won. Almost feeling like they have somehow outsmarted or overpowered you, but they haven't. And it doesn't feel like it's anything that you feel the need to prove to them at all. Excuse me. It just feels like this might not feel like a very satisfying conclusion to the reading. It just kind of feels like you just kind of move forward, and somehow you experience a bit of a loss here, and this person thinks that they've won. And I feel like they seem to feel that they have some sort of right or some sort of justification for doing whatever they do here. And it's almost like you may be kind of feeling, because we have the Three of Wands reversed and upright here, right? Excuse me. So I feel like this person thinks that you won't be... Hold on for a second. It's like they think you're going to zig, but you're going to zag, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make light of what is obviously a challenging situation for you. It just kind of feels like when you are victorious over this person, I actually feel like they won't even be able to comprehend how you did it or what really happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to leave it there, Libra. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. And I do want to say I appreciate your patience. I just had a few things I need to take care of in my life. But I am back to reading now, and I'm happy to be here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Much love. Bye.